Ajaje, naona Abel mengia ndani. Yo guys, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Vipi Abel?
Poa sana.
Naona Kenya tumewin. At least
Yaani
nimefurahi.
beti iliingia?
Mi wewe yako ikuingia. Sio kuwekea team. You support the team no matter what.
Non. Ce n'est pas à cause de moi, je n'ai rien à voir. J'ai quoi à voir dans son appel? Hmm? Je vais
Sasa
le pousser
ungewekea
quoi? Je t'ai dit qu'on bosse ça dans la. On bosse ça hier. Tu m'as appelé qu'on bosse. Lis le message. Lis le message.
Man, Kenya Morans won the basketball game. I'm actually pretty excited. I said I'm gonna come back with another stream, and I've come back as much as I could. So just having some guys in there on board. Seeing Abel is here, just waiting to see if some other guys can be able to like check in as well. Okay. Abel, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. You just got to mute. I mean, nothing is started.
Yeah. About to start. I don't want to take a lot of time here, so I just want to just run back the game. I know FIBA have like na venye tu wametuangusha hapo, especially when it comes to like the live streams. So I don't know. I don't know what went down there, but I'm happy to see like our guys win the basketball game.
Well, FIBA usually has a problem in their first games of any program because they don't. To me, my experience, they don't come early enough and do enough rehearsals. You get it? So
Yeah,
in their first games, everything is being done. You get it?
yeah,
So every first game, whether you look at zone five, any zone, the first game is shitty, and then the other games become better.
yeah.
They
But
don't like the band is different. The BAL, those guys are there a long time before. They do all kinds of troubleshooting. Those guys do practices live in the BAL. You get it? Like in the
yeah,
BAL, when you arrive, the guys testing the ability to broadcast live, do a live private feed. You get it?
yeah,
And shoot it. And so they can troubleshoot everything. So by the time the real game starts, there's no glitch. Unaona?
yeah,
You can't do it otherwise. You know that you've done broadcasting. You have to come and do practice shots in the exact venue with the exact equipment you're going to use. So you can know exactly how it's going to, to pan out. So hey, that's where they failed
yeah.
us.
Hey
But game
man,
two, I believe, will be better.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it together because man, like the glitch like we didn't even see like the third quarter was out. We couldn't see anything there. So
Yes. But we didn't even enjoy the game. The game glitched so much, there's nothing you can say you really watched.
yeah,
You just see
like
baskets and inbounds.
legit, there's that way that you sit down and like watch a whole basketball game and you just get a feel for the game. It's like you're actually there. But this one, I didn't even know where the first quarter ended. Like they were just glitching a lot. First quarter down, it glitched a lot. 4 minutes left in the second, halftime. Third quarter down. Fourth quarter. I mean, the only thing you could just check on is the star sheet. So like,
That's it. Yani, it was just crazy. You can only check on the stat sheets. You just see Ongechi with the turnaround. Okay, there was a basket because we saw the inbound.
yeah.
It's like, okay, what happened here?
But honestly, but I'm happy. Like we won. But even like in the third, you could see like we were up like 7, then the lead just went up to 10. Then after 10, like we just stuck there and just won the game. But it's funny how like they brought in Ariel Ortega last in the last few seconds. I was like, Jesus, could have just given this guy like about 3 minutes in there. So I
No,
don't know.
you couldn't do that because look at the game. Even the minutes that he subbed in and put even Electric and I think Ortega,
Yeah,
Congo came again from down 12-13 to make it again 10 points. So imagine if he did that with 3 minutes to go. What will happen is that they will come to 4 points. Remember, it's a three-team competition.
yeah,
If you want to learn anything like the ball, how did Monastir get eliminated? It was goal difference. They were losing games by 20 and winning games by 5. You get it?
yeah,
So Morans needed to win by 10 plus because now that puts pressure on Gabon versus Cote d'Ivoire. You get it? To
yeah.
qualify. Cote d'Ivoire wanted to reduce the gap. You get it? So it's coach did a good job, I think, on the rotation. Don't take chances. In your first game, it might be the time that you get this kind of run on the team. Because if you watched well, Cote d'Ivoire didn't look good, right? They looked a bit lost. So
That
Morans looked more composed and more, in tune with what needs to be happening. So that was good.
especially with like Eugene. Like Eugene came out
Eugene
and
was
like
amazing.
Eugene was amazing. And one thing I saw like Bush was grabbing like rebounds, especially
Oh my,
defensive rebounds. He was
Bush
grabbing
was
them.
Bush. Look, basket wise,
Yeah,
Derek
he didn't.
Ongechi carried us. Derek
Yeah,
Ongechi carried us with Griffin, right?
yeah,
Um, Control and pace of the game, Eugene gave us the right rhythm for the
yeah,
team to be succeeding. And then Bush was really the MVP because those rebounds are the reason why the team has all the opportunities that the team has to go and play offense. Like without his presence, because he was influencing the paint, right? They couldn't score easily because he's tall and he's active and he can control the boards. So I think to me, Bush, if I was in the team, I'd be like game ball Bush because of what he did. He cleared the boards. It was a
yeah.
massacre.
I mean, he had like 19 rebounds. He was almost near double double. Like if he scored like a
Yes.
basket, it would be good.
Just
But
that he was
Derek,
missing too many free throws.
I mean, he missed 6. Oh, he was on for 0 for 6 from the line, right? Which is not
Exactly.
something. It's not
That's
actually
terrible.
good. Like the free throws, like we were sent to the free throw line like more times than Cote d'Ivoire, and we still had a low percentage than them. And
Hmm.
it's not. It wasn't a good look at all. I didn't like it when I saw like if even if I even if like there was a glitch when I just saw like a line there, I was like, ah, no, man, it's not good at all. But I'm happy to see like them guys play well. I'm pretty sure like Bram is gonna get it together, especially in the like
Hmm.
the next game. We need Bramwell to be there. And I don't know what Coach Cliff was running like the twin towers. You have Bush, you have Bram. I don't know how like the dynamic of having like two guys like that are going to like work together. So
Well, if you observe well, what coach realized was this: um, the Cote d'Ivoire guys wanted to take the ball inside, and so
yeah,
by having his twin towers, those guys couldn't come inside as they wanted, and then they did a they did a good job defensively on the boards. So I think that's what he was aiming at because Fade was just out of it. I don't know what
yeah,
Fade was doing on the floor. I think it's only Shivachi that he didn't give enough chance, right?
yeah.
Yes.
But
So I believe that's what he was looking at because if I look at the flow of the game, with the two guys, he had active players. They were aggressive on the glass, giving second chance and third chance opportunities to the team, and on defense controlling.
yeah, and also like but the field goal percentage, I feel like Kenya
Very-
needs to like, the Morans need to like step it up. I know 34 is not good at all, but we just need to like find some like good shot selections in there. We would like shoot efficiently. That's one thing that I saw like wasn't good, especially when we started. Like we were not like finding a way to like score, like find our spots. pretty well in the court. So yeah, I actually saw that, and it was actually quite alarming.
Yeah, I mean, our stat sheet was not good, but I mean, they say win is a win,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
they should focus on fixing that, because if you meet another efficient opponent that is a bit more aggressive, it can stress you. It
yes,
can give you problems because this opponent was not doing well. You get it?
yeah, yeah, true. And like one thing I've seen about this group of guys that played, I've seen Derek Ongechi. He's a guy that has like he made his Moran debut like this game, so he's balled out pretty well. You can see Eugene came out with that energy. So and also Ken played like 9 minutes, but he didn't like show up a lot. But he scoring wise, he was not there at all. But what's your take on like these new guys as opposed to the other guys that were there? Are you seeing like a situation where like we're going to lean on these new guys a lot to like
Yeah,
take us
I
to
mean,
the next?
these new guys, and you know that even when I was there with Coach Liz, we had identified all these guys already. Okay, and it was our idea was already to have them in even for the World Cup qualifiers, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Having that, we didn't look like we would actually qualify based on all the other intangibles that that happen around us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So those guys are already worthy, so they're just proving it right. Only like Ken hasn't been able to settle, but Eugene did exactly. I mean, even Coach Cliff liked him the first time he got injured in training camp. So he was already pretty much liked by Coach Lees or Coach Cliff before, and he has done it right. Derek Ongechi, it was just a paperwork issue, late clearance with FIBA. Otherwise, he
Yeah.
was going to play Afro. He was amazing all along during training camp. All the teammates, that's why you see they've embraced him. They know his worth. They wanted him to play, right? If you ask Bosir and the rest. So he's not new to the Morans, which was good. He's
Yeah.
new to some spectators, but he was in Morans in full training camp plus Afrobasket, where he did all the practice sessions. So he's just playing. These are his boys already. Um, Bramwell, I just think it was his first time at this stage. He had the jitters. You could see the way there's a way a player balances off his feet that he's a bit nervous, right? He's not
Yeah.
out there like Bush. Bush was there like a guy who's used to being here. You get it? Like he's played BAL, he's played Afrobasket, he's played Afrocan, and went to the finals. So he was more confident. Hence, he could do what he was doing, right? But Bram, I think, after 2 games to be up, my only disappointment was Anifade. I don't know what has happened. I don't know where he's playing. I don't know what they've made him do, but he needs to get back to who he really was. That was not a great show.
Yeah. I mean, the guys, there are guys who like you expect like to produce like a guy like Eric Mutori. You expect him to like at least hold his own, especially in these moments. Even with the limits minutes that he was given, when you're given like that, he should have supposed to have held his own. But sometimes some games you got it, some games you don't, and another guy just comes in and just takes us to the win. So yeah, I mean. So I'll just keep this brief. So thank you for joining in, and thank you for accepting the call.
Lazima, Lazima.
Uh,
It's and hey, by the way, just a joke. You remember my starting lineup I gave you? So that's the one that
yeah,
started.
yes, I did. I remembered it. Mine was just I was just fooling around. Honestly, I wasn't
I
like
know you were. From the names you threw out, we knew you were fooling around. We're like,
I
okay,
was
this guy
fooling.
is playing with us. What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
I was fooling.
Uh,
I knew I was fooling around. So, but I knew like your list was the most accurate one. So I was like, yeah, man, I
Yeah,
know.
like based on the people should never get it twisted. And if I'm the coach, I don't change my starting lineup in the second game. You have no business changing it. They should
Yeah,
still start the way they started. And then you sub. We sometimes make a mistake in Kenya. We think because Eugene played well and Siju Griffey, now we change. No, don't change. Let the other guys start again the way they did. And then sub as you did. You get it? Because
yeah,
a sixth man is a sixth man, a seventh man is a seventh man. There's no issue. You don't just change lineups because somebody made two jump shots. Maybe he made the jump shots because he came off the bench. You get it?
Yeah,
So keep him there. Let him come off the bench. Don't change your rhythm. You get it? Because it starts being a bother. You only do it if your starters are really killing you, right? But they didn't kill us. They were not great, but we were still up. You get what I'm saying? We're
yeah,
leading. Like the starters gave you the lead, so they were not bad. It's different if the starters started 2-10, and then you put guys in and we went up. Yeah, then you change that lineup. You get it? But they started by leading, so I think coach in the second game go with your same lineup. They just have to
mhm.
borrow and leave from the guys who came behind them because you want to have 9, 10 good players. Yeah.
Yeah. But I kind of side with what you're saying. I feel like we shouldn't like switch it up a lot, but I feel like
Mhm.
given like we have like a day off, we should like at least do some scouting, look at like the Gabon team, try to see
Mhm.
if we can be able to like make, okay, not very huge adjustments, but at least
I
like
get what you're
meant.
saying. Adjustments based on how they play, like
Yeah,
seeing what they are doing. Then
yeah,
that's how we train in practice, so that we can make the 1 or 2 changes that might be necessary in case
yeah,
Gabon offers us a different kind of challenge. Yeah, that makes
yeah,
sense. You,
yeah, yeah,
it's
true,
not the
because
whole it's not the whole lineup, but you look at particularly there might be a change to say me Gabon plays small ball and have great stretch 3 point shooters at the post. Then you got to put a four opposed to putting Bramwell in Bush, for example, right? Because
yeah.
like now we need somebody to chase him at the 3 point line. Yes, I get what you're saying because that's a tactical adjustment that is direct.
And also, what about like like the mental adjustments? How like these guys? I know there are guys there like Ariel Ortega, Bram. Ariel Ortega didn't get like a lot of minutes. He got
Yeah.
like 59 seconds in there. So like, what advice would you give like those guys who are like shining on getting into that new stage and
The
different
advice is
environment?
just that
Like,
you're new. When you're new, you learn from the bench. You don't learn with pressure on yourself, going in, making mistakes. You learn from outside. You see how guys manage themselves. And when you get in, you keep it simple. Just be good at one thing. Like Bram today was what? Be good at rebounding and defending, right?
yeah,
Just do
yeah,
that. Ortega, if you say you're a shooter, get in there and just wait for an open look and attempt. And then after that, play defense. Don't cross over people. Don't look for hezzies unless that's what coach brought you in to do. You get it?
yeah. I mean, I think thanks, coach, for joining. I'll be dropping around like in the Tubonge Bake space tomorrow. So
Okay.
this is just like a brief post game. I'm pretty sure there's a
Okay.
post game interview from the team. So thanks for coming on, man.
All right. You're welcome. Take care.
Man, it's been awesome. I I honestly just happy to see that. And guys who are coming into the show, please pick up I've pinned the live stream. I've put the live stream um thing on the chat, so please be sure join in, because we're just chopping up basketball, and I'm so happy to see like the Kenya Morans winning this ball game. Didn't want to say I didn't want to say like we couldn't start a chance, but you could see like the way the guys came in. You could see Derek Kongechi. Like he had 19 points. I mean, 41% shooting from the field, 44 on 2 point field goals, 37 from deep, and 100 from the line. You could see, and he had 8 rebounds. So the man was like 2 rebounds shy from like getting a double double. And also the guy who was also a beast was Bush. Man, 35 minutes played. I mean, he had 8 points. I mean, 40% shooting from the field and 50% on 2 point field goals. And from deep, I mean, he attempted two, but he couldn't make it. But from the line, it was actually pretty atrocious. But on the rebounds, he had 19 total rebounds, one assist, one he had one possible foul, two turnovers, and one block, which was actually pretty good. He had a plus minus for plus 11. So most notable were those guys, and also Grifo, 25 minutes with 13 points, 55% shooting from that field. And if you look at even on the field free throws, um, you could see he went to the line 2 times. He shot two free throws. That's 50%. But the overall great feel about this is you have to make sure to get a win and have like a huge point margin in there so that you can not get knocked out on points, so I can be able to advance the next round. So that's one thing that I was keeping an eye on, especially offensively with the way Kenya was setting up. But the new guys, Ariel Ortega, I mean, he was given like 50 seconds at the end, and I feel like this is you should take this like a learning experience for himself so that he can be able to like uh change up, look at the film, and just have the bench, listen to the bench what he's saying, like just the same way the coach said, just pretty much like I try to see if he can adjust to like the way the games are being played and also learn from the other guys on the roster. So Ken sure didn't have a good game at all, but I mean, he has an opportunity to play the Gabon game and at least try to bounce back from that stat sheet. So yeah, I mean, overall, we play well, especially given even the stat sheet, even with the situation that was there, Kenya was able to win, and it was a good feeling. It was a great feeling to win that ball game, and especially considering the fact that Kenya hasn't won a FIBA game since 2021, since Mali. So winning this has like given a breath of like fresh air into like winning basketball games. So yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to see that, and I mean, I'm seeing Frederick Solomon Griffin is going to beat the his old allegations. True. I mean, the man has to. Oh, look, Frederick, you can also hop on. You can also like have a chat as well. I've pinned the link on there, so the link is there. Just make sure I've just made sure to put it on the screen so you can like check it out as well. But man, I mean, his old allegations. I don't know at this point because as much as you want to say like the man is old, right? Let the guy like just be productive the way he does, and winning is winning honestly in basketball, especially given this you can't be that. I don't feel like it takes away from like if you like to read much into the game, it's the first game, and this is going to dictate like the way they're going to carry on in the contest. So the other time that they participated in the FIBA Afrocan, the one that we went to the finals, the Kenyan Rams lost game one against Congo DR, and they went on to win like every single game that followed. So you could see this is like a good sign if you're able to like rack up those wins and just keep playing basketball like that. You can be able to like get back into that rhythm and be able to get back into the game and also really win it. So yeah, I mean, I'm so happy to see that. I said that I'm gonna make a video. Of course, I'm gonna make a video, just talking about what I've seen in this, and yeah, man. So if you guys like this live stream, please, I'll be dropping the link. I'll just be sporadically just popping by and we just talk about this, and I'm out, guys. Peace.